Hey, how's it going, guys? Domino Paris 21 here, and back again with yet another episode of Bad Luck or Bad Play. Now, just to give a little bit of a refreshment for you guys, this is a segment that I essentially started a long while ago on my channel, but haven't really paid much attention to it. But I decided to actually finally bring this back for you guys as requested by some of you viewers out there. Bad Luck or Bad Play basically consists of me playing out different scenarios or situations that we as players commonly encounter throughout our games, and by providing a little bit more detailed analysis and seeing things from a few different perspectives, we could basically kind of share our own ideas as to whether we feel there was bad play involved or bad luck. So bad luck or bad play, hence the name. So it's simple as that. So after the video, of course, guys, don't forget to leave a comment down below and share with all of us your own personal opinions and your take on it. So without further ado, let's actually get started with it. So as you see here, what I have here for you guys is right now it is the turn play. Right now it's the Jewel Knight's player turn, and right now the situation that we have here is that Jewel Knight's player does have 5 damage, while the Soulless OTT player here is with 4 damage and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. And the Jewel Knight player, right now at the beginning of his turn, has 2 cards in hand, so proceeds to draw a card. Now, of course, Soulless OTT is right now playing defense for this turn, and basically the turn plays out as this. So the Jewel Knight player goes ahead and declares attack with Salome. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what Salome's skill is a limit break 4 when you have at least 4 other Jewel Knight rearguards. She does gain plus 2,000 and a critical. So with her, backed by Tiffany, she's going to be swinging at the Soulless OTT Vanguard for 17,000 with an extra crit. So it's 17 crit 2. So obviously, of course, if the Soulless OTT player takes his hit, being at 4 damage, he will automatically take 2 and potentially lose the game. So right now, let's look at the hand that we have for the Soulless player. So right now we have Battle Sister Omelet, which is a 5k shield, 2 10ks, a Sakuya, which is this a dead grade 3 in hand, 2 more 10s, and a 5k shield. So as you see here, no perfect guard in sight. So right now, what the Soulless player ends up doing is dropping a 110 and 1-5, making it 2 triggers to pass. So simple as that. So the Jewel Knight player now proceeds with this twin drive. So first check, it's actually a critical trigger, so he actually decides to give the power to the Vanguard and the crit to the rearguard, and then the second check, heal trigger. So by banking on the Vanguard, it actually rewards him, so he actually applies the second trigger to the Vanguard. So of course the damage does go through, and Soulless OTT player proceeds to take 2 damage, no heal triggers in sight, and bam, Jewel Knights win. So let's take a look at. So let's now take a little bit of an analysis in the situation. Now, as I stated for the beginning of the turn of the Jewel Knight player, he was left with just about 2 to 3 cards in hand. I actually haven't declared whether he drew for turn or not, but let's say he actually drew. He has about 3 cards in hand. Now, as you see here, advantage-wise, the Soulless OTT player is actually in a pretty commanding position, being at 4 damage, so he has a little bit more, I guess you could say, a better cushion at dealing with a full field attack. And not only that, I mean, having 7 cards in hand with the plentiful of 10k shields is also great, although he may not have a perfect guard. So it's simple as that. So the real question is, was it really a good play to, guard for 2 to pass? Well, let's take a little closer look. So So ideally, you could say this was a bad play, because seeing that the OTT player was in a pretty commanding position, the Jewel Knight player is at 5 damage, so I mean most likely, I mean the Soulless OTT player is going to go for a game, pushing next turn with a column with Toms, hitting for a 20k column with the Vanguard, hitting a solid column with Mocha, and being the Jewel Knight player only had about 2-3 cards in his hands and starting the turn. We could say that he was pretty in a bad position and potentially a losing position. So arguably you could say it was better to drop 2 10k shields, make it a no pass. Simple as that. That way those 2 triggers, although they may have been applied, one of them actually being a crit, although they may have been applied to the rear guard, it could have been easily blocked, and then the Solos OTT player can easily absorb the last attack, or perhaps maybe he'll use the last attack to attack the Tom. But overall, I mean, perhaps guarding for no pass to help ensure that guarantee that win based on the winning position that OTT player is on would probably have been the best move. But let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this in another view, another perspective. As you see here, there's one heal trigger left. There's only one heal trigger revealed for the whole game, and as you see here, of course, with the drive check. Sorry guys, just trying to get organized here. As you see here with the drive check, it did consist of one heal trigger. One thing you can also say is perhaps the OTT player did analyze all the triggers that were revealed during the game by checking the drop zone, checking the damage, and only one heal was revealed. So, seeing that it's pretty late in the game, it could be assumed that perhaps the OTT player was just trying to think ahead of time and perhaps assuming that perhaps the Jewel Knight player had a high chance of hitting a heal trigger. So, by hitting a heal trigger, the Jewel Knight player will be at 4 damage, so it brings a lot more flexibility and it does greatly increase his chances of surviving the next turn. Thus, the OTT player is going to have to expect to win within 2 turns as opposed to 1. So probably he's thinking ahead of time, dropping 15 for 2 to pass to help conserve some more shield just in case. So that's definitely something else to think about, that you could probably make an argument on the other side that maybe it was just simple bad luck. So overall, guys, that's basically what we have here. So as always, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. What are your opinions on it? What are maybe some other perspectives or some other analysis that maybe I haven't pointed out that you guys probably think is very important. So as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, and like I said, comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Was this bad luck or bad play? I look forward to seeing you guys' opinions.